Hello everybody and welcome back to Conquering the Cloud. So I've been informed that the server's actually changed its name. It's no longer called the Cloud. It's just, well, it's what I heard from Sparks, so he called it the Cloud. That's their old name. But ever since they changed to the new map in 1.7, they've changed it to the Fun Box, which is it's a nice name. It's a pretty okay name. Personally, I'm more fond of the Cloud. So you know what? My first attempt at taking over this place. I'm using the old name. Yeah, yeah. You know what? You know what? I don't care for your name changes. I ain't calling this the crazy fun box or something like that. I am conquering the cloud, and the cloud server is what I'm gonna conquer. Even though it's not called the cloud anymore, but it still works out. Anyway, so down to what we'll be doing today. Now, when you take over something, sometimes there's a creeper over there. I don't want to die to him while I'm talking. Probably should go sleep, so I'll go see if I can find a bed. But anyways, I was saying, sometimes when you take over something, the one thing that comes to mind when it includes taking over or taking control of, I think of a virus. And a virus or corruption. Something that spreads and controls and takes over. And what we're going to be doing is we're gonna put down a little something. We're gonna lay the seeds of corruption. We're gonna be creating a stump in spawn. Now I'm gonna cut to the location. Hopefully I won't show too much of the surroundings so people can't find it. But from that part, I'm gonna be extending my control, kind of like adjusting terrain to my own specific needs. So just give me a second. I'll go to the spot. And now this could be above ground or underground. I haven't really decided yet. We'll see when I get there. But that spot is going to be what spreads my control over the server. And that's just where everything, well, at least for controlling spawn. The first thing you do when you take over a server, a server, is to take control of spawn. Now I am fond of these colors, so I won't be changing anything in spawn. Just merely laying down a point of control, if you will. Kind of like in factions, you take over land. It's kind of the same thing. I'll select my point in this spawn area, and from there I'll continue outwards. So just a sec while I get to our location for the spreading of corruption. Alright, I've chosen our spot. All that's left is to place the seeds. This will eventually grow into a mighty tree of corruption, which will then spread and take over spawn. We're somewhere deep underground where hopefully no one will find this. And eventually, spawn will be ours. Stick tail to you! Eventually it'll grow into a deathly tree, which we will then fell, becoming the stump. And then the roots of this stump will spread, and it will take over spawn for us while we go off into new lands. And there it is. The seeds are planted. All we have to do is return when the tree has grown. And I'm sure we'll know when that is. I'm sure we will. Alright, it looks like our final place of residence on the server has finally come into view. This ice spike biome, or whatever the hell it's called, because I never remember the name, right next to this sunflower field. So I was exploring the server, and this is the spot I've decided to build my house on. Now, I have done a bit of work here. As you can see, it was just this year. And I have somewhere over there, I don't think we can see him right now, but there's a snow golem up there that I was farming to get snow. Lots and lots of snow. So the design we're going to be going for, I was thinking, you know, if I'm going to rule, if I am going to look down upon the other members, just rule them from above, I was thinking, you know, what kind of residence, what plane should I live on? And I've decided, where else would a god live other than in the sky? You know? Like a ruler, a lord, a master. I'm going to live in the clouds. Yep. The house we're going to be building this time around, sorry, speaking very fast, on this server is going to be on a cloud. Now, building the sky does cause a shadow on the ground, so we won't be building on the ice spike biome. I am planning on building probably like a palace or a fortress there. But for the first house that we will be building, our temporary house, it isn't going to be very big, but it is going to be on a cloud. Now, I have clouds turned off, so that's okay, but we'll be building it possibly at height distance. I haven't figured out how to get back up and down from it yet, but I'm sure there'll be a way. Now, we're going to be building it. I guess we'll just start from a point. We'll go from here. Now, I do want to make a bucket and get some water, because while we're building this thing, we're probably going to die several times. We need an easy way to get back up. And I've decided we're going to just use a waterfall for now. So let's just get ourselves a bucket. My inventory is full. I'll keep that on that for the house, probably. Here, let's just make ourselves another chest. And oops, that was weird. A little bit of lag there. We'll make ourselves a chest and put some of this stuff in it for now. Right over here. Oh, can't put anything in that. Now the reason I have it like all kind of messed up like this is I was was running from zombies, and while I was exploring it, I found this spawn. I thought it was really cool, so I wanted to kind of set up shop here. We'll just throw a bunch of this random junk in. I'll keep the bed for now so we can set our spawn up there. And I will fill my inventory with the snow I've collected. More than likely I'm going to need more than what we have just to build the cloud, but for now it should be good. After all, this is called the cloud. Well, it was called the cloud server. It isn't anymore. Now it's the fun box, which is a fine name. I have actually no problem with the name. It's just because I've already done the first episode of my series calling it Conquering the Cloud, I'm going to have to keep that the name. Blame Sparks for that, telling me the wrong name of this damn place. I may change it later on, but for now, just as part of this recording, I'm just going to keep it the same. So we have some cobblestone here. So what we're going to do is just pillars. Oh, I thought that was a villager for a second. I was like, oh, I have a villager right here? That's odd. We're just going to pillar straight up into the sky and start building this thing. Now, I'm actually following, or I should say, I'm copying a friend's design. It was on an old server we used to play on. He built this house on a cloud, and I really liked it. It was based off of the god Ganfall. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, from One Piece. And I've decided to go with that kind of a build. Also on a cloud, but the house itself will be similar, but not an exact copy of it, because I like to do my own thing. Now, I used cobblestone for the first bit because I didn't want to waste too much snow. We're going to keep going up with snow. This also gives us a nice view of the surrounding area. Just take a quick little view. It's pretty nice. We have this forest next to us here. A lot of water. I was hoping, I actually went exploring a bit and found some horses. So eventually we'll tame them after I go mining and hopefully find some saddles and bring them back here. Yeah, this is our ice spikes biome where we'll be building. Alright, so this is the height of our cloud. It's pretty cool. It's pretty high up. I'll just put down, put it here. It should connect to the water, hopefully. So we'll put that down there. So that's kind of our safe way back up. Now, what we're going to start doing is, I'm going to actually, well, it's going to start raining. I do have sound off, so that's alright. What we're going to do is, the bottom layer of the cloud is going to be here. So what we'll do is we'll kind of branch off a bit over here. Let's put that there. My shovel broke, unfortunately. I'll have to go back down to get one. So we'll start building. This is the bottom of the cloud. Now, it's kind of in a blocky 4x4 pattern. It's going to take me a lot of materials to just keep going back up and down, up and down. So I'm actually going to go get a bit of loose cobblestone, and I'll start building this thing, and I'll show you guys kind of as I work along my progress. So, you know what? Why don't we just, yeah. Woo! Woo! Actually pretty high up. Let's take a look at this from the bottom, and then I'll cut to a little bit more progress on this thing. Oh yeah, I dropped a bunch of snowballs while I was digging down. I went a little too high. I accidentally built all the way up to the max level just to kind of see what it looked like around. But from what I can tell, so yeah, up there is going to be the height of the cloud. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think that'll look pretty good. Let me just let me sleep this away and get ourselves some material, and I'll be right back. Just thought I'd give you guys a bit of a progress report. I've just about finished the first level of the cloud. Basically what you're going to see from the bottom It indents up several times to make it look more like a cloud. And I've lit it up. For now, I've decided to keep it hollow. I am rebuilding something that was built on another server. So I've kind of been going off pictures and a little bit off memory. So it's not easy to do and it takes quite a bit of time. And for the time being, I'm just going to keep it hollow on the inside because I may want to actually build kind of some small little redstone contraptions I know that will have use for. So let's just jump down and kind of get a little bit of look of it from below. And here it is. Don't mind that cobblestone there, but you can see how it has like the different layers indented, kind of like how a cloud would. I have also turned on clouds again. It's different from the Minecraft clouds, kind of mimicking. Kind of want to make it poofy, like real clouds are, assuming they are like that, you know, like cotton candy. The dream of children. Everyone always thinks like, well, anyway, enough of that. I'm rambling. But yeah, so here's how it kind of looks from below. Let's get up right around here. It's going to be pretty dark, and I can already tell it's making a shadow down there, which I've already anticipated. It's why I didn't make it in the spiked ice plains biome. Probably take down a bunch of this cobblestone. But yeah, so it's indented at several levels to kind of give it a bit of it's a feel of there being different levels. Now I am going to have to recreate a path to get back up to the top, which is no problem. It's easily done. Just get rid of that. Oop, I gotta get rid of it like this now. There we go. So there you guys go. Unfortunately I've run out of snow. As you can see, I have maybe a few snowballs left, but other than that, I've basically run out of snow. I'm gonna have to go farm some more and continue building this. So I'm gonna take a little break from this. The next part is I'll be definitely have more done. I'll probably be working on the next upper part. Oh, wow! It actually keeps skeletons under there. That is quite a nuisance. I am gonna have to light up this bottom part. There's no way around here. Oh, I can't get out of that way. Let's go around here and kill this guy. So this entire bottom part. Oh, it didn't go how I wanted it to, but oh well. This entire bottom part here is going to be all shadow. I'm thinking down here maybe make increase the forest and kind of make it like a dark forest type of feel, even though it's sunflower stuff. Yeah, so there you go. You're burning. No, not burning anymore, but now you're dead. So yeah. Oh damn! From down here it looks really nice. Look at all those levels and poofiness. Unfortunately, it's really dark. I may have to put some lights up there. We'll see. But from down here, it doesn't look too bad. I like it. It's good. And eventually I'll have other clouds on the sides. And that isn't even finished yet. I still got to do a bit more around the side to give it more height. And then I make it more like a solid cloud by making the top part of it and the sides. It's about 4 to, I think, 6 blocks thick on the side. So I'm going to need a lot more snow just to make this thing. I used up. I'm so pissed because I wasted a bit of snow on just making it part of the side. Like, I'm going off a picture and I'm building from the top of it, but the picture I took was from the bottom, looking down on it, because it wasn't originally hollow. So that's not easily. It's kind of a bit of a nuisance, really, but it doesn't look the same that way. And I started building it as if I was looking down on it while building it from above, if you know what I mean. I know it's very confusing. I'm just talking to you guys while I make these tools, and I go get ready to farm up some more snow. So I may as well show you guys my snow golem. That's not my pig, right? Yeah, so I also captured this pig. It's the first pig I found here. He's Rupert on this server. I always want to keep my first pig and name him Rupert. So this is another pig. I may keep him too, just for breeding purposes. But I want to keep Rupert separate just so I can know which one is Rupert. I don't have to use a name tag on it, basically. At least until I get one. Now, if I get over here. Over here is the snowman I've been farming up. I have him kind of separated. I try to keep it away from the mobs they would gather around down here. I am still afraid of a creeper jumping on my head and killing me, though. Now that I've slept up there, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm just gonna farm up a bunch of snow, and I'll get back to building, and I'll show you guys a little bit more progress along the way. Haha! As you can see, the build is coming along quite nicely. Most of the work's been done, and everything's looking pretty good. Pretty good. So I thought I'd give you guys up another progress report. I finished up all the work on the cloud. The cloud is completely finished, and I've begun the aesthetics on the top for my house. So, I'll show you guys around a bit. Now, I am copying this off of one of my friend's old designs. I've decided that what I'm going to do is whenever I start on a new server or play on a new world, or just from time to time even, I'll try to recreate some of the stuff I've made with my friends on the private servers we've played on in the past, just like me and my friends. And we've made a couple buildings and a couple structures I really like, and I'd love to kind of recreate it and revisit them. Kind of a nostalgic feel, but yeah, so to give you guys more of a progress report, this is what I've built so far. Now we are on top of the cloud. It's about 4 to 5 blocks thick. Yeah, 4 to about 5. It goes down a little bit lower. And then on top here, I've created. Now I also wanted to go for like a cloud feel, so this is all poofy and stuff. But I've also added land. Now I got some grass blocks from another member on the server. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. I think it's Spaceman Rhino, if memory serves. I hope that's right. I'm still learning the names of all the members on the server. It's kind of hard to remember off the top of my head. But he was gracious enough to give me 5 grass dirt blocks so I could grow some grass up here. A patch of grass here. Now, I haven't finished everything yet. I'm still working on it. This one here, I'm going to make a tree. A big tree that goes over top of the house and has vines. I've collected a bit of leaves. Still need to get more wood for that. And I mentioned that I'm going off a build that my friend did, and this tree is one of those builds that he did where it's like you kind of build it in the moment. You build it up, you make it look good. It's not exactly easy to copy, so recreating that's going to take as much time as probably this cloud did, because you can see how this is an exact copy of this cloud, other than a couple parts like back there. I had to change that as well. And then here is a well. I have a little bit of grass on top of it to kind of give it that mossy feel. There's actually supposed to be mossy cobblestone and stuff on the bottom here, but I don't have that right now, so I just used cobblestone. And maybe remember this kind of design. It was in my other world on my other series. And I have torches everywhere. I do have to work on lighting this place up. I plan to use white stained glass and then hide lighting under it, kind of where the blocks are about maybe too thick or something like that, or even just like in corners have like a white stained glass there and light underneath it, which should be good. And so yeah, and also for the building, I've basically done it. It's not the same as his. It's similar, other than like this part here is the same, the inside part, but the actual building itself, same size, but I've done it in my own personal design, like my own kind of style. Now I have the stone slabs on the top here, and then kind of indents there. That's actually part of the inside roof here. And then in here we kind of have like a mini Zen garden with water flowing down here. We got some bamboo and a pink tulip, my new favorite flower, or one of my new favorite flowers. And then over here is my room. That's where my bed's going to be, workbench. I have some furnaces and some other stuff, chests, and a chest I'll probably put in that corner there. But yeah, this is it's a nice small and homey design. It's kind of how he builds, and it's something I have difficulty doing. I'm better at building big structures or recreating things. These kind of small, nice little builds, they're a little beyond me. Kind of make them more complicated than they have to be. So I decided to go along with his kind of limit, his size restriction, and made my own design. And then over here I have some tilled land. I need to get some watermelon seeds. We'll grow some watermelons here. I believe I've mentioned the design he went off was like the Ganval's house from One Piece, the god in the Skypiea. And I also have to get another dirt block here. I have to just connect it with dirt and it'll grow on it, which is fine. And then over here we have another little Zen garden area. This one still makes me laugh, but yeah, it's like just the wood, sand, more sugarcane, and 2 leaf blocks on top. And yeah, and I've gone for my building design. I've used defense gates to act as a window, and his here he used on the walls white wool. I've used wood and snow. The snow to make it a little bit more fire resistant, because this place can really burn down really easily, even though I just used wood on the side. I didn't want to use snow all the way around because there's so much snow already on the cloud. And yeah, I also have to hide lighting on the bottom with stained glass. And I think that's everything I can remember off the top of my head I wanted to talk about for the progress report. And oh, actually there's one thing. This well here, if if we go down it, it goes inside the cloud. I've decided to make it completely hollow, and the reason I've done this is we can probably put like a chest storage or even like maybe a little small redstone contraption for food. Although keeping animals here will make a lot of noise, so I won't want to do that. If anything, also I gotta make a portal to spawn. Now, making it underground also makes noise, so what I was thinking, maybe putting like an island off on the side and having a bridge connect the two islands together. The reason I need a portal to the hub is because I have to walk so far from one of the portals that's already been made. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere, so it's quite a journey to travel. Also up here I want to put some flowers and stuff. I have all that stuff collected in a chest down below. I just need to go get it. So I think that's everything I wanted to talk about for the progress report and my rambling off the top of my head. So everything's going good. I should have this completed by the next episode. It's going to take me a bit of time, especially that tree. I've kind of been neglecting tackling it. That's why it's not done yet. I guess I could show you guys that. Yeah, why not? Alright, here it is. This is the design I'm going off of. This is the original build he did, and we're in another world. I have creative mode on right now just to show you guys this. As you can see, the cloud is very similar to how he had it made, even the bottom. I added the torches myself. He didn't actually have them on there. I did it just to see how it would look with lighting. No, he built his on cloud level, so the clouds actually go through it. That's why my clouds were off before, or actually I don't think I showed you guys, but they were off before, so I could see things better here. So let's just take a look around. See, here is like that mossy stone brick. Now his is not hollow. His is solid. His cloud, I mean. And he has torches around as well. This is before stained glass, so you couldn't really hide it that way. And then you have the melons here that I want to grow on ours. Now I am copying his design, but my actual build I'm using as like a default. I've recreated his, and then I'm going to add my own little design on the surrounding top area here. Adjusting the watermelon farm. I don't really like how they're lined up like that. I maybe do like one every so often, maybe one facing even another direction. He's got the flowers there. Stone path as well. He has two doors. I decided to make mine with one. There's a picture on top. And you can see the roof is different from mine. He went for like a grassy, mossy feel on the roof as well. My roof's probably a little taller. But yeah, see, this is the same. I used snow instead of sand. This is his little Zen Guardian. The roof is the same as well, a different flower. As I said, the wool on the walls. Yeah, see, he has a normal window here and normal window there. His beds are there. Even a little TV. The roof's the same. Got a fridge and a couple other things, but yeah, I kind of went with like an older design for mine. And this here is the mighty tree. He used so many different leaf blocks in this thing. There's no way I can copy it exactly. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is maybe use one kind of leaf block and get another bit of jungle leaves and have that kind of be the because those are jungle leaves in there, so, and then jungle wood for the trunk. And I also have to get vines. I also have to figure out, I can use string to change it. This was before string could be just placed to stop these vines from growing, causing a bit of trouble even growing the snow here. And also here I changed my back part of my island. He has this water kind of beach area. Now I felt it didn't really go with it too well, so I decided to keep mine a cloud, and I may still adjust that and add my own stuff. And before this was water and it would flow down here, and this is a cloud I made for him. This is my little fishing spot. I always got a fishing spot in all my builds. This is where I would fish. Yeah, so that's his cloud, complete. A little outdated because this was made at quite a number of versions ago. But this is the build we're going for on the cloud server, or the Funbox server, excuse me. So yeah, I'm going to end off the episode here. I just thought I'd give you guys a view of what I'm building. The default build I'm going off of. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little, I guess, I've been thinking of, well, building this thing, I've been thinking about names for my series, because I like Conquering the Cloud, but it's not called the Cloud anymore. I was thinking maybe Funbox Fridays, post the videos on Fridays, but I think I'm going to keep it as the Cloud. Funbox Fridays is pretty good, though. We'll see. This episode for now will be still called Conquering the Cloud. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and something I haven't said in a long time, but I'll catch you crazy kids next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.